All right, a good Tuesday morning to you. We are live to the KGNS app. We're live to the website at kgns.tv. We're also broadcasting live to our Facebook page this morning, and we are broadcasting live to our YouTube channel. So wherever you're watching, thank you for being with us. We do have some news in regard to the weather, and we're already getting both school districts releasing statements in regard to the weather. I'll tell you about the school districts in just a little bit. Joining me here on the digital news desk is Yolanda Villarreal. Hi, Yolanda. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing great, Ruben. You know, I've been looking at the screen nonstop and just checking where that tropical storm is. And it's called Harold, right? And it already made landfall according to the National Hurricane Center. And right here, I do have the tweet. Let me read it. It says, Harold makes landfall on Padre Island, Texas. Heavy rainfalls and tropical storm forces winds expected during the next several hours. So it has officially made landfall, Ruben, and I was talking about this since yesterday, where it just kept changing. The time was, so this morning I did say that it was going to make landfall around 1 p.m., but I just kept looking at the screen and I was like, hey, no, this tropical storm is moving in fast. So it already made landfall. And for us here in Webb County, in the western parts, many of us are wondering, hey, how is it going to be for us? So for us, it's expected, Tropical Storm Harold is expected to lose its strength. It's just going to be producing lots of heavy rainfall. So about 1 to 3 inches of rainfall for us here, and even up to 5, depending on those storms as they're moving inland. So also keep in mind, we're going to be under a wind advisory. It is going to be windy from 12 p.m. all the way up to 7 p.m. where those gusts could be all the way up to 45 miles per hour. So also make sure you do secure loose objects. Just keep that in mind. And then for today, due to those rain chances that we have, lots of cloud coverage, we're expected to stay in the 70s and 80s, our highs, which is a relief from that heat. But luckily to say, guys, the heat will return. There's going to be a high pressure system moving in, Ruben, and we know those triple digits are going to be back.
Absolutely. So we're looking at the map right here, Yolanda. This is right now. This is Tropical Storm Harold.
Yeah,
right?
and you could see right there where the circulation is going on. There is where Tropical Storm Harold is right now located. And those areas that are shaded in red is tropical storm warnings going on from Brownsville, Freer, all the way into Victoria. Those areas shaded in red. And then the brown is where we are for us here in Webb County, all the way down into Del Rio. Where there's going to be that wind advisory. So we do see where the Texas heat is right now, mainly in the northeastern parts. Also red flag warnings going on for them. So they continue with that heat dome that is expected to move towards the east. For us, it would be by Friday that we're going to start to see the return of those triple digits and those sunny skies with lots of humidity in the air.
So what we're looking at right now, Yolanda, are those the outer bands, and are we seeing some of that rain already here in the Gateway City?
Yes, those would be the outer bands, Ruben, that's the rain that we're getting from. So it's expected to lose its strength. Don't get me wrong, we're not, because I know many people are like, hey, are we going to get hit by the tropical storm? No. So it's expected to weaken, and we're just going to be getting those strong winds and that rain.
So what time can we expect the heavier rain?
It would be mainly in the afternoon hours. As we mentioned in the morning, you were like, hey, there's that 100% around 1 p.m. So it would be also throughout the night that we're going to be seeing these rain chances to continue, but in the afternoon hours.
Now, you've been in and out, Yolanda. It's been a light rain throughout the morning, or at least since about 8 o'clock, correct?
So in the morning, it started off with light rain, but then I would hear that it was pouring. So it depends. Those showers and thunderstorms, depending on how they're moving, what storm is above you, that depends on the rain. So it was light and then moderate, but some of these showers could be heavy. So that's why we could possibly be seeing some flood warnings or flash flood watches for us.
All right, Yolanda Villarreal joining us. Let's go ahead and see what the school districts are saying, Yolanda. LISD was the first to release a statement saying they were releasing all students at all campuses due to Tropical Storm Harold, and I'll read the release. After assessing current weather conditions and participating in discussions with City of Laredo Emergency Management Team and UISD, the Laredo Independent School District is releasing students at all LISD campuses today. So here's the schedule. The high schools will be released at 11 o'clock this morning, middle schools at 11:30. Elementary schools will be released at 12 p.m. So parents are being asked to pick up their children as soon as possible. I know some of you are asking about transportation. LISD Transportation Department has already sent buses for those students who rely on bus transportation. Classes will resume tomorrow at their regularly scheduled time. And of course, they're going to continue monitoring the weather. Then that's LISD. Then we go to UISD. UISD says they are dismissing early as well. They start at 11 with the high school and the STEP. Then the middle schools at 11:30 and elementary at 12. And they say also that transportation will be provided for students who normally ride the bus, and then assuming that everything's okay tomorrow, then they will resume classes tomorrow. So again, both school districts have said that they're releasing early, Yolanda, and that's really in anticipation of the heavier rain that you're talking about that could be coming later, right?
Yes, and I also just wanted to mention, stay weather aware. Weather changes so much, you got to keep up to date. And tomorrow there's still some rain chances, but they're not expected to be that severe like today, where there could be lots of heavy rainfall. And right there, you do see by 35, that area shaded in yellow. There's some thunderstorms going on there, right there. I don't know if you can see it.
So you're looking at what, possibly 3 to 5 inches later on here, possible?
Probably possible, depending on the storm.
Okay, so again, this is the current situation. Tropical Storm Harold has now made landfall at Padre Island. That was about, what, now 10, 15 minutes ago?
Yes.
Ella, and so brace yourselves. We don't know what's coming yet. Obviously, it's already been raining, but the school districts are already preparing. And I know people are going to ask the times again. So we need to continue to remind them. If you have a high schooler, and I want to say, is it the same for both school districts? If that's the case, then I'll just say this is for both school districts. Let me see. No, they've got, yeah, no, it looks like it's the same. So the high schools release at 11 o'clock. High schools release at 11 o'clock at both LISD and UISD. And then the middle schools at 11:30, elementary at 12. Let me make sure that's the same for UISD, and yeah, it's the same. High school at 11, middle at 11:30, and then the elementary schools at 12. Both school districts have said that they are taking care of transportation for everyone. So we will continue to update. Yolanda Villarreal is joining us this morning. Yolanda does weather for us on KGNS News Today, on the noon show, on Telemundo en tu Casa, on Telemundo. She'll probably be on later on today, and of course with Heatwave, getting all this information out to you. Now the concern as far as all of the emergency services, Yolanda, is going to come if we get some flooding. People need to just stay off the roadways.
Yeah, so in low-lying areas, Ruben, like arroyos, we would say.
Yeah. And if you can't see the road, then just turn back, or just better yet, stay off the roadways.
And also, if you see a road that's like flooded, turn around, don't drown. That's what they would say. And just keep up to date with weather. It changes. Just keep up with those updates.
No, and it changes quickly because everything was nice and calm, just a little light rain here and there, and all of a sudden the districts said, you know what, we're just going to go ahead and have everybody go home, and then all of hell broke loose pretty much, because
that's
now
how it is.
Everybody's chiming in, and parents, it's easy for us to sit here and say, oh, there's no school, the kids are out, but parents now have to adjust their schedules. They've got to find a way to go get their children if they don't use the transportation. And so this is obviously big news for parents who have to now go pick up their children and have to make accommodations to also take care of those children as well, Yolanda. So.
And you know what, Ruben, I wanted to bring up, that's why in the morning, since I come from the outskirts of Laredo, living in a ranch, going to school is difficult, especially if the roads aren't paved. Like, you got to go down to an area where the buses line up, like early in the morning. Their schedule might be different as well. As you're mentioning, they're canceling classes or getting out released early. So it depends too. We're all being affected by this weather.
Yolanda, I'm going to try to put this up on a graphic. If you can just give me a few more minutes and just kind of tell us what the rest of the forecast is for today.
Okay.
Where do you want me to go? What do you want?
Okay. I don't know if you want to go to the day planner so they could kind of see those rain difference, like from a 50 to 100%.
Is it on this?
Let's see.
Is it on this one? You can come over here because it's on. Is it this one?
Does it say day planner?
Yeah.
Okay, right there.
So if you could kind of talk about that while I get these times up on the screen for everyone.
Okay, so it's already past 8 about, yeah, it's already going to be almost like time for me for Telemundo en tu casa. So we do, wait, is that 817? I think I'm missing the 10, Ruben.
Oh, it's okay.
Okay, so we do see since the morning, I do have that 50% chance. We saw those storms moving in. Once we were done with the morning show around 7:25, 7:30-ish, it's when we started to see those storms move across Webb County. Keep in mind these showers, yes, you could be like, it's raining light. In some other parts of Laredo, it could be raining heavy. It depends on the storm. We do see that around 1 p.m. It's that 100%, meaning that these storms and showers are going to be widespread. Everybody should be getting those rain, especially if you live in an area that it's low-lying. Just keep in mind, we could probably be seeing some flood watches going on, some flood warnings due to the rain that we're expected, about 1 to 3 inches of rainfall, maybe up to 5. It depends on those storms that are moving in. It is going to be windy as well. We're going to feel a difference that those winds are from the north, not from the southeast. So it's going to be feeling a little bit different, much of a relief from the heat that we're used to being in the triple digits. It's still going to be humid as well, and that is due to that rain, lots of moisture going on. By 7, we start to see that it decreases into a 60%. Yes, by the night, we're going to start to notice that those rain chances will be decreasing, but keep in mind that for tomorrow, there's still going to be rain chances, but it shouldn't be as bad as it's going to be for today. So that's what's going to be going on for us for today. And then by Friday, those triple digits are back.
All right, Yolanda, thank you very much. I know you got to go. Thank you for your time. I got it from here. So be safe, Yolanda. I know you're not going anywhere, but be safe anyway.
No, I just want to tell them, be weather aware. You got to keep an eye on that weather.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yolanda. All right, so just there's the information on your screen. I'm just trying to type this up as we go. High school, and this is for both school districts. I've just made sure that both school districts are the same. And that is the schedule right there. So I'm gonna just leave that up for a second while I type something here. All right, so I'm just going some of the messages. Harmony has now said they will also be releasing early. Let me get you that information for Harmony. So Harmony School of Innovation, Laredo, will release at 11:30 this morning. Let me get this. Again, Harmony School of Innovation at 11:30. Harmony Science Academy at noon. Harmony School of Excellence at 12:15. Classes are currently scheduled to resume at regular hours on Wednesday. They will continue to monitor the weather as everyone else will. So you can go ahead and include Harmony in the mix of early release. So we know LISD, UISD. Now Harmony has said they're releasing early. Harmony School of Excellence, 12:15. Harmony Science Academy, 12 noon. Harmony School of Innovation, Laredo, 11:30. So I think that's all we've got for now. Again, this is the current radar, and you can see that Tropical Storm Harold has now made landfall, and we will be seeing some of that. As Yolanda was mentioning, we do have a wind advisory in effect with the National Weather Service calling for that. But of course, the big information for all parents is that the schools are releasing early. So just keep that in mind. If you need to do that, take care of that, then please make accommodations. They are providing transportation. Both LISD and UISD have said they are providing transportation via their buses. So you can count on that if you need to get them on the bus and come home. Of course, this is a developing situation. This information is fluid. The weather is only supposed to get worse. So National Weather Service says between 2 and 3 inches possible. We are under a wind advisory starting at noon till 7 o'clock. So if you need to secure anything outside your home, do so. Webb County is included in that wind advisory from noon until 7. Secure anything that might be loose outdoors so that it doesn't fly off. But potentially some heavy rainfall, tropical storm conditions possible for tonight. Mainly all of this before 10 o'clock tonight. So we've got that 100% chance of rain. It's been drizzling. I don't have a way to switch to the traffic camera, or do I? Let me see if I can switch to the traffic camera here and check out what's going on out on the streets. Let me switch to the radar and then see if we can get the traffic camera on here. Oh, got it there. There you go. There's Loop 20 at 59 at this point. This is obviously already causing some wet roads out there. So please be careful. Let me flash the early release again so that everybody has that, and I'll leave that up for a little bit. Let me try to access the traffic cameras in the meantime, and we can check different parts of the city. All right, so there you have it. I'm going to leave it there for now. We did have an interview scheduled. Let me see if I can line that up here in just a little bit with Scan. And of course, we're gonna stay on top of this all day long. As you see, the roadways out there. We're getting messages left and right. Of course, the districts are sending out messages to all of the parents about the early release schedule. Both LISD and UISD out early because of the weather. We've got Harmony out also because of the weather. The Boys and Girls Clubs have also sent message that they are closing. I'm trying to see if anything else has come across. Looks like that's it for now. Of course, we're just getting started. The heavier rain could come later on. And then at that point, we're going to have to be following the roadways. We'll count, of course, on all of our emergency services. We'll count on Laredo Police Department to get us information as it becomes available. If there's any road closures, we'll count also on our fire department and the emergency management coordinator, Guillermo Hurd, to keep us informed as far as what's happening. But again, we're just getting started. The rain is coming, folks, so be safe out there. If you don't need to be out and about today and you can really avoid it, do so if you have that luxury. If you don't, well, then just be careful as you're out today navigating the roadways of the Gateway City, because it could get dangerous as the day progresses. But that's all we have for now. Let me see if we can get that interview lined up now. And then, of course, stay tuned to we've got KGNS Plus, which is KGNS, Telemundo. We've got all of our digital platforms. We've got the KGNS app. We've got the KGNS website. Telemundo has their app. Telemundo has their website. If you have our app, we will send out push notifications when there's any breaking news that we need to get to you. Of course, Heatwave, our chief meteorologist here at KGNS, is on Twitter, so you can also follow Heatwave. Yolanda Villarreal is on Instagram as well. So both of our folks that handle weather here at KGNS are on social media, and we're going to keep you posted as best we can throughout the day. So Harmony Laredo has just commented on this post, so you can follow their information for more details. I'm going to leave this traffic cam up for now. That's what it looks like outside. And I'm going to also leave you with the early release schedule as I end this live.